Dude, I still can't use that starting screen. We are back. Hello. I forgot to change into my Hawaiian shirt. I think I changed out of it for SMT5 or something. Hold on. Let me just go change into my Hawaiian shirt real quick. How are you guys doing? Yeah, P4R is real. Yep. Yep. We're so back. We are back. I forgot to change the Twitch notification thing. Maybe I should just put that as like some generic message or something, so that way I'm not forgetting. I don't think I've changed it in like the last couple of streams. Oh well. I don't know how many people are gonna see it though, because I think you only see it if you're like on mobile. And who's using the Twitch mobile app these days? Either using an unofficial one or you're running it on desktop so you can run ad blockers. Not that the Twitch mobile app was ever good. Like, I think it was honestly always kind of shit every single time I've used it. It's so funny, like every single time I would go to use it, I would have to update it because I just use it so infrequently. Maybe that's tainted my experience of it, but yeah. But yeah, how are you guys doing? It is a Tuesday. Yesterday was the only day I'm not gonna stream this week, which just means that I guess that I'm streaming Wednesday because I've been streaming Friday pretty consistently, or hanging out with the anime or whatever, I guess. So there's that. I've been trying this RTS game, Supreme Commander, with a friend. There's a mod that lets you play some of the well, I don't know about mod. There's community support for the maps, and they let you play the campaign maps in like co-op or whatever. It didn't come out. We just got a trailer for it. We got like a less than a minute long trailer. What are you guys, what? Jeppo, did I not change the I changed it on this end. Did Twitch not update the name and category? There should be Yakuza 3, right? Yeah, we're playing Yakuza 3 today. No, I just checked. It says Yakuza 3. Oh yeah, that was what I was saying. I didn't change the notification for that. Yeah, like I said, maybe I should just change that to be more of a generic thing. Because I keep forgetting to change that and update that. Yeah, Ichiban. Yep. Yeah, we watched it on stream. Well, not that one on stream, but we watched the P4R thing on stream. Where was it? Ah, here it is. Yeah, we'll get there. Well, we got to get through Yakuza 3 first, so I guess let me open up the game, yeah? It's a remake, Gold. I would categorize it as a remake. Because they're going to change combat and stuff, probably. And it's also going to be on Unreal instead of the, you know, just porting, like, the PS2 version with, like, new graphics. So, however you want to categorize a remake versus a remaster, it's going to be a remake. Oh, right, it's looking for SMT5, isn't it? Let me just set it to look for Yakuza 3 a minute. I'll have to set it back to SMT5 for tomorrow morning. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to re-release P5R somehow for the 10th anniversary or something. Is P5R on PS6 or not PS6? PS6. Wow, they're gonna release a PS6 just for, I assume Persona 5 Royal is on PS5, right? Hey, Corey. Is it not on PS5? No, it is. Standard edition. Yeah, it's on PS5. Okay. I think last time we just did a bunch of like side quests and stuff. Or sub stories. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I watched it. I reacted to the announcement live on stream when it happened, because we knew there was a decent chance they'd announce it. So, and then I was like simultaneously excited and disappointed that it was less than a minute long. Jeppo, I know, but we're gonna go to some like story content. I've done like, what chapter are we in? We're in like chapter 2 or 3, and I've done like most of the sub stories. Well, maybe not most, but like I've done 33 sub stories. I mean, to be fair, like the sub stories are good in this game, but like I should probably go do some actual story stuff because I feel like we're over leveled for the plot basically at this point. We're in chapter 6. Okay, fair enough. I don't know where you see that, but I will take your word for it. Oh wait, yep, there it is. I'm stupid. Hi. I'd like to change my name to Stupid from now on. I'd like you to refer to me as such. Please refer to me by Stupid or Stupido. Idiot is also acceptable. 12 chapters. Yeah, okay. So they're using Unreal? Yeah, same as P3R. And it looks pretty similar too, like visually. Which makes sense. It's got a bit of that Unreal stuff going on where it's like a little where they look kind of similar, but they stylize the buildings and stuff pretty well, I think. The lighting is really good. All right, we'll go do one sub story, I guess, to warm up, and then we'll go and do some story, I guess.
Kiryu-san.
You're back in Kamurocho? Yeah, and I haven't forgot how you sold me out 3 years ago. Come here, you. I know, right? I was thinking the same thing for the P3 visit. When did P4 Golden come out? Has it been 10 years? It's been at least 10 years since obviously the original came out, because the original came out in like 2007. Release. No, 2008. My bad. Well, over here it might be earlier there, but yeah, around then. And then Golden was like 20 something. Yeah, 20. Well, obviously 20 something. 2012. So yeah, it's like even by Golden, it's gonna be like 13 years old. So it's probably gonna come out like sometime late this year or next year. So yeah. Yeah, I got some business to take care of. Oh, I see. So, what can I get you? Yeah, so from the original release, it's been... what? Math. 17 years? Almost 18 years? I hope he's not hiding something from me, but even if he is, what can I possibly do? Bartender, I'll have a drink if you please. Very well, sir. Here you are, sir. Please enjoy. Would you happen to be Kiryu-san by any chance? That's me. Who's asking? Sorry to come up and talk to you so suddenly, but I'm Ryoko Sato. I heard about you from my husband. Your husband? Yes. In the past, he used to work for a particular family. I'm sure you know the kind. Well, he was always going on and on about this amazing guy from Kamurocho. He showed me your picture in a magazine once, and that's how I recognized you. I see. So what did you want from me? My husband, I think he's planning to murder someone. Please, you've got to help him somehow. Slow down a minute. What makes you think he wants to do that? Well, back when he married me, he was able to wash his hands of the business and work a normal job. He started working part-time at a restaurant. and we've been able to make ends meet with both of us bringing home a check. But late one night, I saw him alone with a knife, sharpening it in the shadows. He must have thought no one was watching. Not only that, was the dude hidden behind us? Some random dude staring at us, stare directly at the camera. Not only that, but he's been making these secretive phone calls to someone I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's one of his old associates, and that's who gave him the order. Come to think of it, he's been doing a lot of strange things lately. We've been eating out a lot more. He buys me clothes, he keeps taking me on these trips, but we don't have that kind of money. None of it added up. And then it dawned on me. My husband must be working another job behind my back. That's the only explanation. He promised me on our wedding day that he'd never make me cry again. But now he goes and does this? Maybe he's been pulled into something against his will. There's no way for me to know that. But if that really is true, I'd do anything to get him out of it. No, how could he forget our wedding vows? I thought he was a changed man. I'm begging you, Kiryu-san. Find out if my husband is up to something vile, and if he is, put a stop to it. You're the only one who can. Well. Alright. I suppose I could be of some help. What exactly is it that you want me to do? Oh, thank you. So, my husband should be hitting the mahjong parlor about this time. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. I can deal with murder. Mahjong, I can't deal with. Sorry, you're gonna have to ask somebody else on this one. Sorry, this is like out of my wheelhouse. I don't do mahjong. Like, that is like the one area I don't do. You should be able to spot him immediately, since he's usually covered head to toe in bright red sportswear. A man in red sportswear. Okay. Now what I wanted you to do is find out where my husband keeps going when he's done gambling. And when you figure it out, would you please give me a call? So all you want to know is where he's been shuffling off to? Okay, I think I can do that. Thank you. Truly, I don't know who else I can turn to at this point. Okay, I'll grab this key that keeps bothering me. Let's see, we got darts. We got a darts explanation. Oh, that's the dude who's staring at me. It's the darts explanation guy. He's just eavesdropping on this whole murder thing. All right. Apologies, I'm swapping between games, and so sometimes, for example, this is the map button in SMT5, but now it's not. This is the map button. So confusing. Anyway, I was playing an RTS game. I was talking about that earlier. Yes, RTS game, but it's Supreme Commander. It's co-op. It's Forged Alliance, but I think it's the second or third one, because the first mission is like you start with tier 3, like access to tier 3, like access to everything, and also the enemy has access to everything, and you immediately start with enemies attacking the base, and it's like it took us an hour and a half on the successful attempt to actually beat the mission, and that was after like trying like 7 times, with each attempt being like 30 minutes to an hour long. We're not sure if we're gonna finish the whole thing or not. It's only like 6 missions long for that campaign, but even still, it's like, oh my goodness. I guess we'll see tomorrow how mission 2 goes. All right, so where did she want us to go? Mahjong? No, it's like a little overwhelming, honestly. There's just so much going on with that game. Like, the scale is just so big with how much you're trying to manage. You can pause it and like queue up orders, which helps a little bit, but like it feels kind of awkward to do in a co-op setting. But yeah. Oh, there's Mahjong. All right. I had to find it because I don't usually go there. As long as I don't have to actually play Mahjong, as long as I just have to go in and follow the dude, I can do that. Chase him down to do the little mini game or whatever. It is kind of cool that they have different voice or different dialogue if you've been drinking. Oh gosh, I haven't seen that before. Double dip on the foot stomp, huh? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if how much money you get from enemies depends on how much money you have on you or something. I wonder how the game determines that. Because I'm definitely getting way more money now, but I don't know if that's because I've ticked up something in the game where it's like throwing like more money at me, or if it's just based off of how much money I have on me or something. Maybe a bit of both. One thing I've been thinking about is working on equipment and stuff, since we have a good amount of money right now. Somebody's coming down. Maybe it's the husband of that lady I spoke with at Bonton. That's the dude. Can't believe I freaking lost again. I just do not have any luck before work. He's covered in red sportswear, all right. That's got to be the guy I'm looking for. Time to see what he's up to. What Atlas did? Sorry, Atlas did what now? Oh, is this a tailing mission where I just have to follow behind him? Okay. Yeah, apparently all of them. How's it going, Reddick? But we should try and get to we should try and get to some actual main story today instead of just sub stories, but yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot I can't like run, so I have to kind of like pace myself here. What could he be up to in there? I'm sure his wife would like to know. It's Kiryu. Uh-huh. Right near Smileburger. Yeah, that's right. You'll recognize it when you get here. Well, now what? Hey, asshole. I know you've been following me, so just tell me what you want already. Hey, hold on. You've got it all wrong. Yeah? That's what they all say. Well, too bad for you, because there's no way in hell you're dragging me back to that life. I'll fight you tooth and nail if I have to. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, it's like just a remake. It's like whatever. It's not even that much of an overhaul compared to like the Final Fantasy VII games. Those are like taking an older game and shifting them into an entirely different genre. Well, not entirely different, but like a entirely different battle system with like action. Oh my gosh, I smashed his face in so much he can't open one eye and his lips are all messed up. That or the animations are glitching out. Damn it all. Should have never set foot back in Komaroshi to begin with. I know I'd get dragged back in. Oh my gosh, is there? Wait, you just trampoline on them? Like just jump onto their stomach or something? Relax, I'm not here to drag you into anything. Huh? Wait a minute. Don't tell me.
Kiryu-san.
You must be Kiryu-san. Wow! I'm standing face to face with a legend. I used to be in the business, too, you know? And I heard all kinds of crazy stories about you, man. You were like a god. But then you were retired right after you were made 4th chairman of the Tojo clan. That actually what inspired me to leave the business myself. Well, that's all fine and good, but I need to know what you've been up to. Your wife's been worried about you.
Huh?
She has? Well, I guess there is one thing I haven't managed to tell her yet. Think you can keep a secret? You see, I was asked to be a chef at the restaurant I work at part-time, so I started going to cooking school. The boss says I can get on full-time if I get me a cook's license. To me, that's a golden opportunity. We've been wanting to have us some kids soon, so I figured having a proper salary was the best way to prepare. So I've been sneaking off to cooking school? Is that it? Well, it ain't my intention to be sneaky. I mean, sure, the school my boss recommended is a rundown building with no sign out front, but the teacher there is world class. Then what's with the late night knife sharpening?
Ah.
Oh, you mean this thing? I've been using this to gut tuna. Guess it does kind of look like something you could use to shank another guy. Get the blood flowing. Now I see how this is all coming together. Huh? What's coming together? And why is Ryoko all suspicious of me all of a sudden? I wonder about that lady sometimes. Well, she said you've been a lot more well off in the money department than you should be. Oh, that. Yeah, well, I just so happened to win a nice wad of cash at the mahjong table, so I stashed them away for special occasions. Man, that wife of mine's pretty sharp. There you are. What are you doing here? I wouldn't worry if I were you. Your husband's given me an explanation for everything, and it all checks out. Huh? What do you mean? You just gotta trust me, babe. I promised you I wasn't gonna make you cry. That was one of my wedding vows. And you remembered. You remembered your promise. Of course I remembered, babe. You think I'd forget a thing like that? Sorry for putting you in through all this drama, Kiryu-san. I hope you'll take this for your troubles. Wow, 70,000 yen. You did get a good, nice wad of cash from mahjong, huh? Thank you for all your help. I feel like I can trust my husband so much more now. Well, I better get going. I assume we gave her the actual explanation or whatever. But we just, yeah. Short little, yeah, just a short little one. Yeah. For some reason, it seems like there's like always a new sub-story. I'm assuming that like, I don't know how it works, but I assume that it keeps unlocking a new sub-story once we run out of them, until like we get to a certain point where we're just at the ones that only unlock by progression or something, maybe. Because like every single time there's always one more sub-story, which I guess that's fine. Like if you wanted to do all of them in one go. Yeah, that's true too. But at this point there's only ever one available. Okay. All right, let's go and actually, I think, meet up with Date, right? We've left him waiting for a while. Unless we want to go and get some more weapons first. Let me check my inventory after this. Because knowing Date, he's going to drag us into something. Well, that or we're going to drag him into something. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. I think there's also technically some sub-stories I haven't done. Like, there's the manga one and everything. I don't want to fucking hear it. Get the hell out of here. What was that? Sounded like it came from the alley. Ibuki, you bastard. If you ever poke your nose where it doesn't belong again, it'll be the last thing you ever do. Enough of this. Doing this isn't going to change anything. Shut your yap. Ugh. This is your last warning. Don't ever show your face around here again. Oh boy. Alright. Hey, are you alright? Yeah. Thanks for stopping. You're hurt. Do you need help? Don't worry. It's nothing. Wait, are you... Kiryu-san? You know me? I used to be a member of the Dojima family. My name is Ibuki. Ibuki? Sorry, but I don't remember you. Back then, I was just a flunky, so it's not surprising you don't remember me. Is that right? Sorry, I don't remember. No, it's fine. It was over 10 years ago. Hey, you don't look so good. I can't just leave you here. I'll make sure you get home safe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, is this the Hitman missions or whatever? That when I look at sub-stories, there's like a Hitman thing in there? What's with this, like, nice hotel with a prison theme? Okay. What is this place? It used to be a restaurant I ran for the Yakuza, called it Kamurocho Castle. Hasn't been a restaurant for a long time now, though. Oh gosh. Okay. Now it serves as the headquarters for the Honest Living Association, the HAL. I'm the representative. Honest Living Association? What's that all about? The HL is an organization that helps former Yakuza members get out of the business and start making an honest living. It is kind of interesting how much there... Did I? My bad. It is kind of interesting how much there is, like, they're trying to, like, I don't know, not wrap up, but, like, a lot of the sub-stories even are, like, related to, like, a finality or, like, Kamurocho having changed or whatever. Yeah, HLA, not the European Game Company. I think Hal made, like... what was that? Third-person robot platformer from, like, the GameCube era. I think, yeah, anyway. Definitely a weird bunch of missions this guy gives you. Oh boy, even more things to get sidetracked by. We do things like help them find work, give them low interest loans if they need them, stuff like that. I see. At first, we used to use my house for the HLA headquarters, but a lot of our members needed a place to stay too. So we converted my restaurant into our dormitory and headquarters. The castle dungeon comes from the theming of the original restaurant. HLA members said it kind of looks like a prison, so it helps keep them on the straight and narrow. Yes, it's been a contributing factor in rehabilitating our members back into normal society. Interesting. Never knew a place like this existed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've tried to keep it under wraps, so I guess most Dojo clan members never heard of it. Who founded the HLA? Kashiwagi-san. What? Kashiwagi-san? It's hard for people who leave the Yakuza to make their way out and try and earn an honest living in the outside world. Kashiwagi-san knew this and knew how much these guys were suffering. That's why he set up the HLA. He was a well-respected man who always took good care of his men, so even former Yakuza members came to him with their problems. They'd all tell him that leaving the business was fine and all, but trying to make a normal society was next to impossible. Yeah, knowing what kind of Kashiwagi-san was, I'm sure he lent them a sympathetic ear. Kashiwagi-san, they were still members of his family, even though they'd already left the Yakuza. Kashiwagi-san founded the HLA as an organization that could provide these people with the support they need. Is that right? Recently, as the Tojo clan was becoming more turbulent, Kashiwagi-san turned over the management of the HLA to me. He asked me to watch over our members until they could support themselves through honest work. Now that Kashiwagi-san is no longer with us, it's my duty to fulfill his dying wish. Yeah, it does seem like, in a lot of ways, Yakuza 5 was like the end of an era. Moving away from Kiryu being quite this, like, central protagonist, the end of the PS3 era, a lot of different things. And possibly, maybe they thought it would be one of the last games as well. Just like they thought this would be the end of, like, a trilogy of games or something. As indicated by the back of the box. Saying, like, this is, like, the end of the... Yeah. The end of the, Saga the Dragon of Dojima. Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. But now the HLA is facing a serious problem. But it could be that they intended Yakuza 5 to be that originally. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't played Yakuza 5. I guess I'll get there at some point. That guy from before, you mean? Yeah, he's a former member who got help from us once. But somebody's given him orders to hurt the members of the HLA and the Tojo clan. Why would someone do that? And it's not just him. More and more former Yakuza are carrying out these kind of attacks. They call themselves the Reapers, and they've obviously got an axe to grind. But all these so-called Reapers used to work for the Yakuza as hitmen. Hitmen. So we're talking professional killers here. Right. All we've been able to gather so far is that somebody's organizing former Yakuza hitmen to get some kind of revenge. You think they want to wipe out the HLA? Well, not necessarily, seeing as they've also been harassing active members of the Tojo clan. HLA is going to have to do something about this. Can't just lie down and take it. Is there anyone in the HLA who could take out these hitmen? Unfortunately, no. Seeing as our members are former Yakuza, we're trying to avoid that sort of thing. Right. In any case, you just need someone to find these hitmen, catch them, and round them all up, right? It is quite odd. I never thought about it that Kiryu managed to like open an orphanage as like a former Yakuza. Like even if he was like a Yakuza for a very short period of time and like also has a criminal record, I wonder how that like if that process was ever depicted in any of the games. So let me get this straight, Mr. Dude. What would his last name be? Mr. Kiryu. You would like to open up an orphanage, yes? As somebody with a convicted arrest record, yes? Of murder, yes? Who also has ties to and is a former member of the Yakuza, yes? Well, I see nothing wrong here. How many kids do you want? What are you implying? If I went after those guys, you could focus on helping your HLA members turn their lives around. That's pretty accurate, right? Well, yes, but I couldn't ask something like that of you. I myself left the Yakuza to live an honest life. I know how rough it can be. I know how important it is for you to honor Kashiwagi-san's dying wish. I'll do anything I can to help. Kiryu-san, would you really do this for us? I've got a lot of things going on right now, but I'll definitely help out whenever I get the chance. No, thank you. Thank you so much. However can I thank you for doing this? Save it for when this is all over. So exactly what exactly do you need me to do? Let me think. The HLA is using all its resources right now to collect information on these Reapers. Whenever it's convenient for you, please stop by, and I'll give you all the info we've gathered on one of the hitmen. And then, if you manage to find and capture that hitman, give me a call, and we'll take it from there. Alright. These men will be formidable opponents. You're better off going after them only one at a time. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. And for every hitman you successfully capture, the HLA will offer you a reward. I'm afraid it won't be much. I'm not doing this for the money. But it wouldn't be right if we didn't at least cover your expenses. Please, we insist. Alright. I suppose I will need to spend time and money getting ready to take them down. I'll accept your reward. Could I ask you one more thing? What is it? These Reapers aren't just causing trouble for us here in Tokyo. They've been popping up all over the country, carrying out attacks on other Tojo-affiliated families. At this stage, I'm afraid we don't have the resources to do much outside of Kamurocho. But I seem to recall you saying you live in Okinawa? That's right. If we get any information on him in Okinawa, do you think you could head south and handle them, too? Sure, no problem. I don't know when I'll be back there next, but definitely keep me in the loop. Alright, I'll reach out to you whenever we find something. And in any case, we can't shut these Reapers down for good until we find out who's behind all this. It's going to be difficult, but with you on our side, I know we can do this. Good luck. Yeah, as a side mode where you have to beat a bunch of people up to get to the eventual boss, it's kind of an interesting idea. The design of this place is fun, and I imagine the people you capture will end up in here or something. Do you know the street musician named Hideki? He's this young guy who's always singing and playing his guitar in front of the Millennium Tower. It's pretty good, too. Since he's always there, you might be able to get some good information on him that'll help you track your targets down. Well, they have a Tojo branch in Okinawa and in other locations. Apparently they're being harassed over there now as well. Sure, we'll just start with the first one then. Batsu the Executioner uses heavy blunt objects as weapons. Sited east end of Taihai Boulevard in Kamurocho. Alright. And then where does this spit me out if I go... Like, where is this building located? Okay. Did I see that right? Is it like... Oh, it's Club Kamurocho Castle. Alright. Let me go around the corner and stop by the weapon store while we're over here. See if I can make anything. Oh wait, the weapon store is somewhere else, isn't it? Yeah, okay. fair enough. I was just thinking I could use some more weapons, so maybe pick some up and then we go over and do the first one in a minute. There's Beam over there we could stop by. Where's the actual... there's the weapons dealer. Well, that's just the weapons dealer. Where's the dude who can, like, make new stuff? I know there's the dude, in the Okinawa map, but where's the one that's here? Oh, Kamiyama Works is up there. Okay. It is nice that they give us an actual, like, marker as well of where they are. How's my inventory space looking? Kind of cluttered, but not too bad. I have room for a couple of weapons. The weapons I do have are gonna break here soon, though, so. Okay. Yeah, we really haven't gotten too much into the whole weapon and like equipment modding stuff. Do I have to have the things on me? Okay. I wonder if... Let me go back. Hold on. So let me see. Oh, let me see two things. Okay, first, repair weapons. How much does it cost to repair that sword? The, Sakura Storm. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, let's just see if there's like a Steam guide on the weapons and stuff a minute. Let me see. Notes, achievements. Guides. How to become Majima in real life. Step 1, have a brother that would go to prison on a life sentence for a murder he didn't commit. Okay. Step 2, become mad. Step 3, lose an eye and start running a cabaret club. Step 5, harass a random dude in a gray suit in terms of training. Step 6, do funny shit like mahjong, karaoke, and toy cars. Step 7, build shit. Step 9, profit. Now you're Majima. Feel like you're skipping a couple of steps, but... yeah, something like that. Hostess maker, license music patch. I don't need to add that back in because I'm streaming. Maybe if I wasn't streaming, I'd add back in the licensed music, but yeah. Combat guide, revelation locations. We got anything else? Most popular. Okay, maybe if I search up like equipment or something. Or is it over here maybe? Weapons? Or workshop? Nope. What about equipment? Closest thing I can find is this. Okay, never mind. This is going to be way too spoilery, probably. Boy, who would have guessed there's not a lot of information on one of the lesser enjoyed, I suppose, Yakuza games when it comes to equipment. It's not like every single... Hi, Arif. Yakuza game with an equipment system has like no good like guides about it. That's one thing I've noticed is like for whatever reason the equipment side of like the Yakuza games are not well like categorized on Steam. Like you can usually find the information, but like you have to kind of go out of your way to do so, which I have done so now. Okay, I found a page. I found an old Game Facts post from, oh actually no, it was updated this year. Never mind. Never mind. In September of this year, right? Yeah. No, sorry, it was won an award in September of 2019. It was updated like a few months ago in February. All right. Okay, so what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for good armor, I guess, and then like what about weapons? This is like armor, modding and materials, weapons. What's maybe some weapons we can make? Are there any infinite durability weapons in this game? There are not. Okay. No, there is. There's one golden pistol, but that's a reward for completing all the sub stories, it seems. So that's fun. Crafting in this game is kind of odd, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking for information on the crafting system. A sec, Arav. Okay, let's make a weapon. What's a weapon type we haven't touched yet? That we can actually do, because we do need training for some of these. How about like a bat or something? How about a dagger? Sure. How about that? Sonic knife. What? Okay. Man, all right. I don't. All right. Whatever. I'll figure this out later, I guess. I don't know. Can I view what I can make right now, maybe? The clothes hanger's fun. Using long nunchaku as the base with 2 patented hangers. Quiz freaks. Mail order katana. Use nameless katana as the base with the following required materials. Battery. Dragon hammer. Use collapsible hammer as the base with the following required materials. Okay. Well, I probably can get a battery. Do I have to have it on me, or can it just be in, like, the inventory? Like, can it be in, like, the box or whatever? You know, inside of me. Can it be inside of me? Do I have to have it on me or inside of me? And now for my next trick, I will swallow 10 swords. I think I have a battery in the box, though. Men's entertainment box. Isn't that just called the Xbox? So who's hyped for the Xbox handheld? Oh, right, this, the pole one, yeah. Forgot about that. I forgot I had the edition. I don't know. It looks okay. Apparently you can also, you know, run Steam on it and like all the games from there because it's Windows. So, I mean, that's not bad. If you get access to both like the Xbox stuff and Steam on one device. Yeah, could be good. If you have, you know, games on both those libraries, you just be able to play them both on one device. Other... There's a battery. Oh, actually, should I check if I need to have it on me or not? So, okay, I need to have a nameless katana at least. Where can I get a nameless katana? Oh, there was that, weapon store over there. Okay, now I understand why people don't like the slow running. I mean, I still get it before, like, it just, I can see why people would start to get annoyed with the slow running if they're going for 100% completion or something. Also, for some reason, it feels really hard to run in a straight line. I don't know why. I thought it was because Kiryu was drunk, but he's no longer drunk, and it's still hard to run a straight line for some reason. Yeah, maybe they updated the translation for some of the items on the crafting, or they tried to rework it to be a bit more straightforward, but because of that, some of the guides got messed up or something. No. Also kind of missing being able to pick up random weapons from dudes in bat after they drop them in a battle. Like, I can't keep this. Like, there's no way to keep this sword, so. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, yeah. It seems like for whatever reason, weapons aren't too heavily emphasized, and gear isn't too heavily emphasized in any guides or anything I see. Probably because a lot of the time it's a little esoteric to figure out how the weapon system works, and most people don't want to bother with it. Well, you can beat the whole game with your fists. There's a short sword. But I need a nameless katana. Where would I get a nameless katana? Well, let's go ahead and double check that tab and that I have open and see if I can find it. Nameless katana. I can get one at the pawn shop. Okay. Should probably check that beforehand. Yeah, yeah. I usually don't come to these streams because I'm not well versed in Yakuza, but hi. Hello, how's it going? Alright, so I need to get to the pawn shop. Okay. Armor is still a thing, but the weapons will check. I read that. Fair enough. Welcome to the insane world of Kiryu Cosma and sometimes Dori Majima, yeah. Okay. I mean, technically, so far, I think I've beaten 1, Pirate 2, and then 3, and then it'll be 4 back-to-back. It'll be over probably a much longer time period, but than for you, but... What is up with this dude? Why does he have a name? Did I accidentally find somebody who's actually competent? Well, he went down anyway. Yeah, some more anime tomorrow. Play some more SMT5 tomorrow. Dude, I don't want this. Give me some money. That would also be another thing too, is like with this equipment system, is if there's a drop item you need from an enemy or something, that could get frustrating pretty quickly too.
Irashai.
Popularity bracelet. Ah, there it is.
Hi,
Okay, so let's see if I need to have the battery in my inventory to actually make this, or if I just need the base weapon. I hope it's just that I need only the base weapon, because I don't want to have to carry, like, the materials on me to, like, go and actually make something like this. I just want to be able to, at least, at most, have, like, the base weapon on me and be able to upgrade it with stuff I have in the box. Okay, so... And then we should go do the... Yes, okay. Mod weapon. Blades. Nameless katana to a mail order katana. And there's a 5,000 fee. Okay. Tinkerer, make a modded weapon. Why is that considered a mail order katana? Because it's electrified? I don't understand that. New designs. Okay, what can I actually make? Ass quills? Oh, right, to make you get up faster. Special phone book. Megaphone neckband. I don't know. Is there anything I should be, like, making? Is there any... Okay, let me look at the actual stats for this. Well, the best, apparently, armor is It seems probably from the Colosseum, so maybe I don't need to worry about that. Unless I want, like, a specific effect. Because there are some that have, like, extra effects. So, there's a dragon shirt that you get for eating all the food and drinks, and apparently increases charm with hostesses or whatever. That's fun. Steel shoulder guards increase damage on shoulders attacks. Reduce damage from collisions into the wall or ground. Oh, there's one. Experience increases experience gain. Yeah, sure. Let's grab that a minute. There's also the Kamiyama jacket, which makes weapon durability go up. Okay. Huh. If you complete the mini games, you can get an item that wearing it with 2 other things makes you immune to bullets. Okay. So wait, what are we trying to make? We're trying to make the Yakuza training gear. Okay. How do I make the Yakuza training gear? I need fitness gear, steel mail, and an old suspension. Alright, I guess let me go to an item box and see if I have the fitness gear and the old suspension in a minute. Maybe, but I don't know. It seems like everybody always complains about the blocking in this game. Wouldn't a weapon or something like that that could get through blocks be really useful? I don't know. That just seems like it would make sense to me. Ah, one sec. Okay. Also, I just like using the weapons, and like with being unable to change up like our fighting style in too many other ways, really, having weapons is nice. And they're also a good source of heat action on bosses, which seem to be a pain in this game. So, considering you can't usually grab bosses or anything, having other ways to do heat actions on them is very useful. Since a lot of heat actions seem to require grabbing or knocking down an enemy, which you can't always do with bosses. Yeah. Are the Saints Row games any good? I've heard that the most recent one wasn't very good, and I've heard that the older ones were a bit better, but I've never played any of them. Love them when my money is breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. Oh, shoot. I ran past the save point. I need to just get into the item box and see what's in there. Guess I could check if I have any keys that I can open stuff with. Don't need this on me. Hey Jason, how's it going? What am I looking for? Right, suspension and something else, right? Where would I get an old suspension? I assume it would be from, like, beating up a dude, because I don't think you could buy an old suspension. Steel mail, fitness gear, and old suspension. Do I even have fitness gear? No, but maybe I could buy fitness gear. Old suspension, so... Kamurocho weapon jeweler. Oh, once we get to chapter 7, some lockers, or another merchant once we get to chapter 9. Okay, fair enough. All right. So I can't make that yet. Well, we are in chapter 6. We could try and get to chapter 7 today. That would be a good thing to do. All right. I think that's probably our best bet. Yeah. All right, whatever. I'll mess around more with this stuff off stream. Let's just go and beat up a dude, and then go beat up some more dudes. Watch some cutscene or something, and see where the story's going. Catch up with Date. I played Saints Row 2 and 3, like 2 more. Still haven't played through the first one. Maybe it's even better. Each new game becomes more and more ridiculous. All right. Interesting. Yeah, so maybe try them at some point. For the most part. Depends on if you like the combat system or not, I suppose. For the most part, it's fun. Random fights are pretty straightforward and feel very Yakuza. The boss fights can be a bit BS. I guess we'll see how this fight against Hitman target goes. I know you're trying to shank somebody, but let me grab this locker key and then I'll help you. That looks like Batsu, the hitman. What are you doing? It's your own damn fault for joining the Yakuza. Now it's time for you to pay the price. What the hell are you talking about? Hold her right there. That's enough. Who the hell are you? You're Batsu, the hitman, aren't you? What if I am? Hey, I'll take care of this. Get out of here. Thank you. I'll never forget this. Well, he's not gonna shank me. He's gonna smash that dude's head in, I guess, with a hammer. You in the biz too? Not anymore. Why? Why would you kill me if I were? Yeah, that's right. The Yakuza have to be destroyed. That's extreme. What do you have against the Yakuza, anyway? It's use. If you side with them, you're just as guilty as they are. You deserve to die too. Looks like talking isn't gonna get us anywhere. Pay for your sins, Yakuza scum. Aren't you supposed to be an ex-Yakuza hitman? The Reapers. Oh my gosh, I'm playing The World Ends With You all over again. Mystery liquid bottle. Oof. Oof. Ah. I like the music. Don't know if this is something we've heard before or not, but I like it. Probably be helpful if I equipped my weapon I went out of my way to make, yeah? Mail order katana. Oof. Shoot. Oh my gosh. That's a really powerful weapon. Stunned even him. Oop. Wrong game. You're thinking of the spin-off. Alright. Well, at least we get to try out the new Feel the Heat action. It's cool. Yeah, I wish there was more variety with that. Also, for like something that's supposed to be like a uber heat action, there's not a lot of flair to that animation. Ugh. Finally coming to your senses? Never. I'll never forgive them. I'll never forgive them for what they did. What exactly is your problem? You're one of them. You were one of them once, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. When I was a kid, I joined the Yakuza. So what happened? I was a hitman for them, and they ordered me to off key members of a rival family. They promised me a big reward and a high position in the family when my prison time was over. I spent 15 years dreaming of life after the slammer. I know how that feels. But when I finally got back to Kamurocho, the only thing waiting for me was an assassin to shut me up for good. During those 15 years, they called a truce with that rival family, and I just reminded them of past mistakes. I managed to escape with my life, but I'd lost everything. Ever since then, whenever I see someone in the Yakuza, I get pissed. Makes sense. That story of yours isn't exactly uncommon. What? Look, I understand where you're coming from, but that's no reason to go around attacking people who had nothing to do with what happened to you. The Honest Living Association sent me to come find you. The HLA? You can talk to this whole thing over there with Ibuki and figure out what to do next. Great work, Kiryu-san. I'll take it from here. Ibuki-san's waiting for you at the headquarters. I'll accompany you there. Yeah, I guess this is a good way to get some money then. Looks like Batsu's coming down. He's talking to some HLA members in the back room. Just leave him to us. Well done. Here's your reward. We appreciate your hard work. Okay. Alright. Let's go eat something and then we'll head over to the next story thing. I'll probably do more of that later. Yeah. Let's see. Let's find some place to eat around here. I barely drink regular coffee, so I can only assume what, or I can only guess what canned coffee would be like. I wonder if you can order more things if you eventually get an upgrade that lets you eat as much as you want. And that's why you can try and order more things, but you can't for right now. Man, because you do fill up pretty fast. Maybe it's just because I'm still relatively low in levels, but like, it feels like Kiryu fills up his stomach really fast in this game. Alright. Date! Sorry, I got distracted with like 20 things, but I think I'm good now. I think I got it out of my system. What were we doing again? Oh, right. We were trying to find out who killed Kashiwagi-san. And so we were trying to shake down some guys and figure out who the traitor was. Okay. I think I remember what's going on. Oh, that's right. I can come in the front again. I think? Yes, because it's actually open again. Unlike 2, where you have to keep going in the back.
Kiryu.
Kiryu, it feels like you've been gone for hours. You have trouble finding Kanda or something? Something like that. That was part of it. But also... Also what? Mama, you mind if a friend I brought from Okinawa stays here with me? They won't be around any longer than I am. Oh, of course. Is this a special friend? Nah, you've got to be talking about Haruka, right? No, on both accounts. It's actually the captain of the Ryoto family, one of the biggest syndicates in Okinawa.
Nani?
And we're definitely talking about a guy here, right? Where did you go and hook yourself some big shot female Yakuza? That's one thing we haven't seen is any female Yakuza, outside of the, wife of that dude that got shot by Nishiki. If only. If only there was some badass Yakuza chick as Kiryu's girlfriend. Gosh, if only Kiryu got laid. His name's Rikia. He's still pretty much just a kid. No. Well, in that case, he's especially welcome. We could use some young blood to freshen up the place. All I normally get in here is middle-aged farts like Date-san. What's that supposed to mean? Just giving you a taste of your own medicine. That's what you get for calling me an old lady all the time. Well, yes, I deserve that.
Kiryu-san.
Anyway, you guys are welcome to stay in the back office, so long as you don't cause any trouble in here. I mostly just use it for storage. I appreciate it, Mama. So, where is this guy? That's a good question. Where is he? I let him go explore Kamurocho a bit. See the sights. He's coming here when he's done. Sounds like a damn tourist. So much for work ethic. Everything's okay. Everything okay, Date-san? Doesn't sound like you're in a very good mood. Nah, it's nothing.
Aniki.
Finally found you. Wait. Almost forgotten. Sorry. He's back. So we have to bust this out again. Finally found you, Aniki. Would you believe I went in like 5 different bars before I ended up here? See, it's a goddamn maze or something. This your guy, Kiryu? Yep. Rikia, this is my friend Date-san. I couldn't tell you how many times he's helped me over the years. Oh, and this is the mama of this bar. Aniki's friends, huh? Pleasure meeting you. The name's Rikia Shimabukuro. Well, someone has a lot of energy. I try, ma'am. It's Date. Pleased. Oh, the honor's all mine. Rikia, you finished looking around town? I mean, I guess, but... What's wrong? I never found that bikini bar I was looking for. I really wanted to see what kind of heat Tokyo could bring, too. I didn't realize it was that important to him. Anyway, Kiryu, I'm ready to hear what went down with Kanda when you're ready to spill it. Just let me know when it's time, okay? I'm gonna really dig into the details here. Also, and Daigo shot the shit out of Shot. One sec, I noticed something up there. How close do I have to be, game? How close do I have to be? Okay. He is, but he's very annoying when walking around town, Erev. There's a reason why I now have an odd-key counter. Man, I wish I could have spent some time on the town. Not every day you come sauntering up to Tokyo. Sounds like Rikia still wants to go out. Alright, where you want to go? Well, seriously, Aniki? You bet. I can't stand seeing you look so dejected. Sweet, I'm ready to get rolling. Come on, come on, come on, come on! At the bottom left. Yeah, that's why.
兄貴
Yes. All right, where did you want to go? No, I wanted to talk to him, not go back inside game. All right, let me get a little bit away from the door so it doesn't like pull me back in there. All right, where did he want to go? Can I talk to him and ask him? Oh, you can just take him around or whatever. I don't see any of the other sub stories that are unlocked other than the one that was there before.
兄貴
Oh my gosh. Maybe check online. We might need to get further into the plot to do his next sub story. I don't know, is there one in particular that you're thinking of? It seems like we probably have to get just further in the plot or whatever. Okay. Sure. Might be later on in the game. Let me double check. Yakuza 3 Rikia sub-stories. There's only 2. That's the first one. After going to News Arena, talk to Riki instead of talking to Date, then take him to the bikini bar. I don't know where the bikini bar is. Is it over, like, at Bikini Bottom or something? Apparently these are missable and you have to, like, do them before Chapter 7, so now's a good time to do it. Oh boy. I love having Bikini Bar in my, search history. Alright, Ah, it's on Pink Street. It's Asia. Oh, I see. Okay. So should be yeah. Club Asia. Okay. Okay. So it's just overlapping with where the other sub story is, I guess.
兄貴おい
No. Too bad you don't have a combined heat action with Rikia.
そんなもんか
I am the thug jump scare. Jump all over him. I am the one who jumps. Other way.
兄貴
Okay. Okay. Oh man, I've always wanted to check one of these things out. What should we do? Alright, let's check it out. Alright, let's take a look. Yes! You're the best, Aniki. Party of 2, right this way. Okay. Oh, right, it's this. So this is how they do it up here. Wild. Here, this one's on me. Something to remember Tokyo by. Thanks, Aniki. Do I have to actually sit and... Okay, I guess. All right. Well, I can't even look away this time. I did last time we came in here, but just staring at Ricky, staring at the stage. Whoa. I feel nothing. Oh, baby. Ooh, wow, that is athletic. Oh, yeah. I wonder who animated this. Dude, she's smoking? What? I don't see any cigarettes. That's great, Hanaki. But I gotta say, I kind of dig the girls down in Okinawa more. They're aggressive, domineering. That's the shit that really gets my gears turning. I see, so you're an M. I see. What are you talking about? You were practically drooling in there. What can I say? I might have my preferences, but I still lose my mind when there's a hot girl in front of me. That's fair, I guess. Good night. See you next week. Psst. Anaki. That's the dancer. I can smell her perfume from here. God, I love Tokyo. Hey, sorry if this is kind of weird or whatever, but I love the show. You're great out there. Not surprising, knowing the town we're in. I bet you could even be on TV if you wanted. I really appreciate that. Maybe you could come see me again if you liked it that much. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Natsumi. Natsumi, huh? Pretty name. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? Natsumi. Oh yeah, Natsumi Utsato. I remember you now. I'm Riki Shimabukuro. Ring a bell? We sat next to each other in middle school, remember? Wait, you know her? She's an old friend, yeah. She disappeared after we graduated middle school, though. It's been, what, 9 years now? Man, time flies. And hey, I know girls are supposed to change as they grow up, but holy shit, you're freaking gorgeous now. Who would have thought we'd end up bumping into each other like this all the way up here? I'm sorry, but I think you have the wrong person. Asumi's just my stage name. Dang it, he tried the pickup line and it failed completely. Oh, ouch. Sorry, guess I was getting carried away there. Could have sworn I was right. It's totally fine. Anyway, I should be getting ready for my next dance. Thanks again for stopping by my show.
Arigato.
Okay.
そのペンダントは。
これは
ハイビスカスのペンダント。やっぱり上里夏美じゃねえか。
What is this rom-com-esque stuff?
ほら、これ見てみろよ。俺も大事に持ってるぜ、そのハイビスカスのペンダント。昔俺の誕生日にプレゼントしてくれたんですよ。
What is this?
それは
rom-com-esque?
偶然同じものを買ったんじゃ。
そんなわけねえよ。だってペアで手作りで作ってくれたじゃん。なんで嘘つくんだよ。
Yeah, of course, as a random girl, suddenly it went from some random girl he knew in like middle school to some like middle school crush that he had where they both had pendants, which he keeps in his wallet at all times. Some rom-com-esque. Sorry I'm not actually wearing the thing. Pendants aren't really my style, but I always have it with me in my wallet. Never go anywhere without it. Come on, quit playing dumb. Tokyo didn't change you that much, did it? Deep down, we're still just two stupid kids from Okinawa, right? Well, actually, the truth is, I'm Natsumi's sister. My real name is Aiko. I don't remember Natsumi having a sister. Shouldn't I have at least heard of you? Not necessarily. Natsumi and I are a few years apart, and I went to school on the mainland, so we were kind of distant at that time. Yes, I'm not her. I'm her twin. Well, sure, but she never even mentioned you. Really? Natsumi told me all about you, Shimabukuro-san. What about that pendant? Why do you have it? Oh, Natsumi gave it to me. Huh? She just gave it away? People change, Rikia. You said it's been years since you've seen her, right? Maybe, but I hung on to mine all this time, so I always assumed Natsumi would do the same. I guess I was wrong. Here, I'll walk you two out. Let me get my stuff. Right, yeah. Hey, I know this is kind of weird, Akio-san, but I had a fun night tonight. I'll be back for sure. Oh, and say hi to Natsumi for me, will you? Of course. I'm sure she'll be surprised to hear I ran into you of all people. What are you up to nowadays, anyway? Well, I'm part of the Ryoto family. Yakuza gig running downtown, remember? Actually, their captain. Yakuza. Oh, and I never pegged you for that kind of lifestyle, Rikie-kun. Well, there's a lot more to than whatever Natsumi told you, I am sure. Oh, and just call me Rikia, by the way. Here's my cell. Give me a line if you ever need help with something. You know, I might just do that. Well, let's get going, Nanaki. Right. We hit 50. Yeah, because I'm sure that's the end of that. Uh-huh. How far do we have to run away from before she calls?
Aniki.
Oops. Hold on, Aniki. Looks like I got a call. Yeah, who could it be? I always love it how, like, the phone calls happen, like, within 2 minutes of, like, you talking to somebody. Because of however the, like, the, game works, where just, like, I guess as soon as you get out of, like, loading distance or whatever for the NPC, you just, like, immediately get a phone call. What's going on, Akio-san? Of course, you can tell me anything. A stalker? Where are you? That bastard's going down. Mm-hmm. Be there in a flash. Sorry, Hanaki. Think we can help her out? She's down by that famous ramen shop. Of course. Let's go.
Aniki!
It would be very funny if we got into the hundreds by the end of the game when it comes to the Aniki thing. At this point, it's turned from a source of annoyance into just like a source of amusement because of the counter. That's far enough. Get away from me. But what about our wedding? We're gonna get married. Natsumi-chan. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Akio-san. I'll under the scumball for you. I don't get it. I shower you with affection, give you gifts every day of the week, even keep your bank account in the green. And this is what I get? I'm out of here. Oh, I guess we skipped over our, Rikia beating him up. Be careful out there, Akio-san. Hosan? I'm still not sure quite how to pronounce her name, sorry. Who knows what kind of nut jobs you might run into these days. I'm just not sure how to break up her name. Like, I assume it's Aki Ho-san? I think that's right. You're right. And thanks. I don't think I'll run into any more trouble, but I'll give you another call if I do. Bye. Walks away 2 minutes, like 2 seconds away. Aniki, I got another phone call. Oh, hey, another call from Akio-san. Whoa, who could have guessed? What's up, Akio-san? More trouble? What? Another stalker? Where are you? Got it. I'll be right over. Sorry, Aniki. Think you could show me where the batting center is? I guess I wouldn't mind. I like how it's like, I'll be right there. Kiryu, where am I going? I have no idea how to get there. That's Rikia. I will absolutely help. I have no idea how to get there. That is very him. Yep. Yep. What is it? What makes it a New York style hot dog, by the way? Is it because it's got green on top, so I assume it's like some sort of topping? Maybe like relish or something? I guess it would be an all beef one too. All beef hot dogs are actually pretty good. Like, the normal ones are just like, man, I really feel like I shouldn't be eating this. But like, all beef ones are pretty good. Maybe it's because most of the time when I'm eating the normal ones, I just microwave them. Man, we got some good physics going on that bike. I still maintain that I'm not a huge fan of ketchup on hot dogs, by the way. I wonder what's an unconventional like topping that would actually be good on hot dogs, like mayonnaise or something. Would mayonnaise be good on a hot dog? Probably not. What would be good? Maybe like, I wonder if like certain types of hot sauce or something would be good on a hot dog. I feel like that would just be like how to 2 steps to indigestion. Eat hot dog with hot sauce on it. Results. Get away from me, you pervert. You gotta be kidding me. Now sue me. I gave up everything for you. My business, my life, my everything. Hey, she told you to leave her alone. You got a problem? You can take it up with me. I dropped 20 mil on your ass and this is what I get? You're talking about cash you spent at the club, yeah? Then that's between you and the club. Now get the hell out of her face. I mean, the right one, it would probably be fine. It would have to be the right one. Because if it was too watery, it would be But, Akio-san, sorry about all that. No surprise you got creeps waiting for you down every street, though. Especially here. Maybe you're just not cut out for the big city. But, how about you come back to Okinawa with me? Start fresh. Me and the rest of the Ryota family make sure nobody dares even look at you the wrong way. Well, thank you, bud. I'll think about it. Anyway, I should be going. Hopefully our next meeting isn't under such awful circumstances. I mean, there's already spicy mustard, right? So, I imagine the right hot sauce could be just as fine. I mean, like, what's hot sauce anyway? Like, just like a bunch of spices and stuff, right? Hold on, it's Akio-san again. This is getting ridiculous. Hello? What's wrong this time, Akio-san? Huh? Scout this time? Got it. Be there in a flash. Hey, Hanaki. Think you can show me where the Millennium Tower is? I'm starting to lose my patience for this. Yeah, with Rikia not being able to find his way around her with this whole stalker thing. Yeah, probably. Your pendant chain yanked. Also, you really need my help to find the Millennium Tower? It's kind of noticeable. Like, it's pretty easy to spot throughout the entire city. I'm warning you, I've got a bodyguard. Don't be like that, babe. You need the pocket change, don't you? Well, I got the perfect gig in mind for you. Come on, man. Can't you see she's not interested? Let me show you what happens when you don't leave innocent girls alone. I was thinking maybe Sriracha regarding hot sauce. Yeah. What the hell's your problem, dude? Keep your paws out of other people's business. I'm out of here. Chili dogs are fun too. Very messy, but fun. Thanks, Rikia. I don't know what I'd do without you. I used to work at a place that would serve chili, so sometimes I'd get a little bit of it, take it home and do chili dogs for fun. That dude is looping in circles in the background in the blue shirt, or the blue, blue kind of suit. He got out of it. Nope, he's coming back. And he's going around again. He's going away. Is he gonna come back again? Nah, he's just gonna disappear into the crowd. All right. I'm thinking the same thing. What's with all the trouble you keep running into, Akio-san? Maybe Kamurocho is just too dangerous for you. I mean, yeah, it's dangerous, but now I have my knight in shining armor here to take care of me. It's really nice having you around, Rikia. Well, I want to help, but... Anyway, I've got to run. Drop by the club again sometime, okay? Rikia, doesn't it sort of feel like she's using you? Akio-san, using me? You gotta get your head checked, Aniki. She'd never do that. I mean, I'm from Okinawa. She's from Okinawa. We're just looking out for each other. If you say so. Kiryu... Still, something doesn't seem quite right to me. I have a feeling she'll be in trouble again before long. Maybe it's because every single time that we walk away from, like, 2 minutes away, she's in trouble again. Or maybe it's the fact that she's obviously lying about not being that girl. Also, I like how Ricky is like, I totally trust her. She would never do that to me. Woman I've known all of, like, 5 minutes. To be fair, she is hot, so, like, there is that aspect of it, too. Like, she probably hasn't gone far now that I think about it. Well, we keep an eye on her and see what happens. Come on, we don't have to do that. Akio-san will ring me up if she's in trouble again. I don't know. Don't be such a droopy dragon, Aniki. Droopy dragon, okay. Hey, the night's still young, right? We got plenty more sightseeing to do. Let's go. Nah, he's just trying to be a nice guy, but like, he's getting kind of jerked around. I don't know. I guess he feels pretty happy to have found somebody even tangentially related to like Okinawa. You know, he is like the Okinawa guy. Like that is his old vibe. Like that was like his whole tattoo and everything, right? He's very proud of like being from there and everything. So he's just trying to like look out for, you know, his old friend's sister, right? So just pay up already. Didn't your mom ever teach you to give stuff back when you borrow it, girly? But I thought I had until next week. Technically you do, but you and me both know you're not gonna have it by then. So me and my boys thought we'd help you cover the difference. How? Oh, nothing too serious. Just 3 teensy little skin flicks ought to do the trick. We'll keep it nice and anonymous. Big promise. But...
Yamero.
Hey, assholes, get the hell away from my friend. Then who the shit are you, Curly Q? Akihiko-san's bodyguard. I'm not gonna let you take advantage of her. Yeah. So what, you just want to clear her dead? Forget it ever happened? Sorry, pal, we're not leaving until we get our green back. How much did she owe you? A big old stack to the tune of 5 mil. What? But I only borrowed 4 million. Pfft, ever heard of interest, honey? If you can't handle the rules, don't play the game. Just no point in following the rules when the game is rigged. Now get lost before I give you the old Rikia special. Big mistake, pal. Time to learn what happens when you don't mind your own fucking business. I haven't heard that term before, but I can imagine what's the euphemism for. And even grabbing them from behind, I can't like grab those big dudes. And what else would be good on a hot dog? Now I'm getting myself hungry. We do have hot dogs in the house. Maybe I'll have to see if I have a suitable hot sauce and report back on Discord or something over how that went. Or next Yakuza stream or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I see. Skin flick. Gotcha. Okay. Damn it. We're still coming for that money. Just you wait. Sorry, Haneki. I didn't mean to get you wrapped up into all this. So you've been borrowing money from a loan shark, Akio. You know what happens when you get involved with thugs like that. I just don't understand. It was only 300 grand to start, but before I knew it, my debt had ballooned to 4 million. Things have just gotten out of control. First they forced me to work at that bikini bar. Now they want me to film adult videos for them. Where does it stop? Akio-san. I'm sorry, Rikia. I should never have gotten you mixed up in my money problems. Just go, okay? I'll figure this out on my own. Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not going anywhere. Huh? I said I'd take care of you, right? What kind of guy would I be if I just backed down when you were hurting the most? Rikia, think about this for a second. I don't want to hear it, Aniki. I'm in love. Me and those loan sharks are gonna have a little chat. See, my old man left me his fishing boat down in Okinawa. All I've got to do is sell that off and I'll have all the cash you need. And once your debt's paid off, we can finally go home. You'll be able to start over, Akio-san. Rikia. And hey, that pendant will look loads better on you when it's glistening in the Okinawa sun. So, promise you'll come back with me? I promise. Alright! Now first things first, tracking down those loan sharks. You can't be serious about this, Rikia. Look, Aniki, I appreciate you trying to help or whatever, but this is my problem now. So just stay out of it, yeah? Alright, man. Alright. Well, I should be getting back to the club. You're not going to wait for Rikia? He's putting his life on the line for you here. Are you crazy? It's too dangerous for me to just stand around here. And besides, didn't Rikia tell you to stay out of this? Well, bye. Rikia. I better keep tabs on that girl. I have a feeling there's more to this than meets the eye. I'll probably find her over by the bikini bar. It's nothing like that. I told you, he's just my bodyguard. Come on, girl. You, me, and every other bitch on the street knows you're using him. Hold on. Isn't that Akio? But seriously, Natsumi, I'm like so jealous. How'd you get a brute like that doing your dirty work for you? Isn't it just the greatest? I was kind of shocked when he told me he was from Okinawa, but he turns out he's this guy, Rikia, I used to sit next to in middle school. He started going on and on with these old stories from when we were kids. Total snooze fest. But oh, get this. It turns out he's part of the Okinawa Yakuza. And not only that, but he's dumb as a rock. He'll believe any old sob story I tell him. What? Yeah. What was that fake name you gave him again? Aikyo or something? Where'd you even come up with that? Besides, wouldn't most guys know if their best friend has a sister? Like, get a clue, dude. Are you really surprised? All those Yakuza thugs are all brains and no brawn. Or all brawn, no brains. Natsumi needs a man like me who's got the whole package. Ain't that right, baby? Yeah, your whole package is the only everything you talk about. But I'll admit, I never would have come up with that plan on my own. Thanks to you, I'm gonna be living debt-free. That's what happens when you hang out with a man of ideas, sweetheart. That's a real stroke of genius, conning that Yakuza fool into paying off your loan. What would you do without me? My bank account would have a few less zeros in it, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm finally done owing your club for all the drinks I bought, which means I can start spending money on you again. And that's why I love you. Oh, he's host. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, Akio, or should I say Natsumi? Whichever it is, you've got some explaining to do. Come with me. She's not going anywhere, you old fuck. What gives you the right to just walk up and snag some other guy's girl? All I want to do is talk to her. But if you're looking for a fight, I'd be glad to oblige. Dude has no idea. All right, fuck face, come here. All right, I'm kind of mad right now. Guess who I'm gonna take it out on? You. All right. Hiroto. So Rikia was right all along. You really are, Natsumi. Haven't you stopped to think about how he feels about on all this? I do. Rikia says Aniki quite a lot. Quite a bit. What's it to you? He said he'd do whatever I wanted, so I'm taking him up on the offer. Besides, it's none of your business. Enough excuses. Come with me. It's time you see just how far Rikia is willing to go for you. You got some real coconuts coming here alone, kid. You're either out of your damn mind or you're the bravest little shit in town. Please, I'll do whatever it takes to pay off Natsumi's debt. I have this fishing boat down in Okinawa that'll cover the cost. Just please give me some time to sell it. Natsumi? You mean the stripper who's always blowing her catch at host clubs? You do all that just for a piece of ass, kid. You're crazier than I thought. Please, you'll get all the 5 million. I promise. You're hurting my ears here, kid. How about we teach him a little lesson, boys? Rikia. Look, Natsumi, these are the lengths he's willing to go for you. So when you trick him like this, you aren't just playing with his emotions, you're playing with his life. Ricky is too earnest for his own good. When he says he'll risk his life for you, he means it. He would die if him in keeping you safe. You're both from Okinawa, and as far as he knows, you're family to his closest childhood friend. Well, he knows that you are the childhood friend. That's why he said Natsumi. That's why I chose to trust you. But instead of accepting him for who he is, you betrayed that trust. Or no, wait, no, he did use the quote-unquote stage name. Okay. Rikia, stop! Natsumi? What are you doing here? This is too dangerous for you. Hey, how's it going? I'm so sorry, Rikia. It's okay. I'm taking care of the money. You don't have to cry. Well, ain't this sweet? Now that your two's all nice and lovey-dovey, how about we get a little boy and girl action on tape and we can call the whole thing quits? You sick bastard. What you call me? You got a death wish, punk? Well, you came to the right guy. Rikia, I'd be glad to lend a hand or two if you want to teach these thugs a lesson. I was hoping you'd say that, Haneki. The fuck are you two babbling about? Sorry, but you just picked a fight with the wrong guy. I'm Rikia Shima Buraku. I'm Rikia, captain of the Ryodo family. And once I'm through with you, you'll wish you'd never been born. Okay. You mean after we're done with you, right? Man, this mail order katana is kind of fun. Shame it only has like a 10 durability. But having the electric effect on a katana is pretty cool. Do you mean the story boss or the one of the bosses for the tower? Gotcha. Give me a sec, I'll double check what's around that level and everything when I get a chance here. I'll look at the level of the boss and see what's around that level. Just taking a smoke while they talk. Rikia, I'm so sorry. I was lying to you this whole time. Using you to pay my debts off. Yeah, I know. And... Oh, actual cutscene.
私本当は夏美秋穂なんかじゃない。
ああ、それも知ってたよ。俺がお前を間違えるわけないだろうが。
リキヤ。
That's pretty good. This is actually like one that people consider kind of like one of the low points of the series. But overall, they're pretty good games. There's a lot of like fun mini games to do, and like the main story is like pretty good for the most part. The sub stories, like the side stuff, can be like as wild as it wants to be or as serious as it wants to be, which is fun sometimes.
お前の心配事は俺が何とかしてやる。だからもう沖縄に帰ろう。俺桐生の兄貴と一緒にこっちでやることがあるから、それが全て済んだら迎えに来るから。
This game is big. Mind if I dip out for a bit, Aniki? I want to make sure Natsumi gets back to the club safe and sound. Sure, go right ahead. This game's big. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Like, a lot of the side stuff is really good in this one. Thanks for waiting, Aniki. Rikia, when did you figure out that was really Natsumi? Well, back when I was first handing her the pendant, I noticed a scar on her right palm. And that's how you knew? Yeah, Rikia's been, like, one of the better side characters so far. Or, like, one of the better bros. Honestly, if he's in future games, he might edge out the original bro. I'm just saying. Okay. Fair enough. I heard that the battle system gets a lot of improvements with the second RPG game, so... Yep, it's back when we were kids. Sorry, I meant Nishiki. If we get more Rikia in future games, he might edge out Nishiki. So far, Nishiki is still above him, but that's only probably because of 0 and 1 Kiwami. Yeah, one sec. I'm still going through this. When I get a chance, I'll sit down and take a look real quick. She cut her hand on a piece of coral when we were out swimming together. I had to bring her to the hospital and everything. I don't think I gotta tell you that those kind of scars don't really go away. So when I saw it there in her hand, I instantly knew it was Natsumi. You could probably go back in the cutscene and even notice the scar if you rewound it. You're more perceptive than you look, Rikia. So, how about a drink? I think we could both unwind a bit after all that. I'm down if you're down. Lead the way, Aniki. I don't like the turn-based fighting system. Fair enough. Yeah. Because, watch. If I take... Yeah, that's why. Because he says it freaking all the time. He's a good guy, but his, like, NPC, like, behavior of, like, just yelling at you, Aniki, over and over again got kind of annoying. So I turned it into a counter, and now it's just kind of funny. This is only from this stream and the previous stream, by the way. He said it like way more times before this as well. It's just I got annoyed and decided to turn it into a gag by adding the counter on the last stream. All right, let me double check that P3 Fez thing for you real quick. What time is it? Okay, we're only 2 hours in. I should probably go do some main story. I kept saying I was going to do main story today, and then we haven't done main story. It's been 2 hours. That is not the right website. That's the right website. Okay. Persona 3 bosses. Yep. That's definitely how you spell that. Thank goodness Google is smarter than I am. All right. Persona 3 Fez. Sort by level. What do we got? So we're looking at the third story boss, which should be... I think the bunker one, right? Yeah, it should be the bunker one. No, it's the hotel one. It's the hotel one, right? Okay. Okay, so it repels electric and uses electric. Has the Kaja. Okay. Okay. And then you've also got that part of it as well. Well, isn't there also the second phase? Does it not have about the second phase? Here we go. Because we have that, and then we have that. So... yeah, the first phase uses electric, and the second phase uses charm and everything. So I guess finding something that is immune to electric would probably be good. Bedtime? Alright. Night, Will. And Leslie, what level are you about at? Well, it should be around like level 20, 24. Do we got anything that nulls electric around there? We got Take Mikazuchi at level 24. What's the last novel I read? I read some like self-help book or whatever. I don't know if that counts as a novel. Yeah, well, to be fair, you probably should be doing this yourself, but it's like a 5-minute thing. It's not a big deal. And then I'm 19. Okay, well, we do have Oberon at level 15, but like that's kind of like low level. I still feel like Take Mikazuchi would be your best bet. You probably want to level up before that boss fight. I like Ricky and Nishiki both. They're both my goats, yeah. So far, like I said, like if we get more Rikia, he might edge out Nishiki, but Nishiki's just like got such a strong position with a you know, both Zero and Kiwami 1. Although he still definitely feels like quite a different character in Kiwami 1, obviously. They try and like, you know, give more context with the extra cutscenes, but you know, there's only so much you can do. But anyway, almost done with Lord of the Rings. Nice. I tried Lord of the Rings back in like high school. I got through the first 2 books, but like trying to parse through the Old English was a bit too much for high school me. So I got like a book and a half in or whatever, and I just put it down. I've read all the way through the The Hobbit. I have an illustrated version of that. That's pretty fun. It's like a big book that's like got illustration, like the original illustrations in it in like large size. It's fun. It's a good time. But yeah, for some reason I got through that one, but I didn't get through like the whole like trilogy back in high school. So yeah, I guess I would recommend him. Let me double check something. So where's Cure Charm? There's got to be a skill that cures Charm, right? Yeah, Charm Dia. So you're probably going to want to take Yukari for that. In fact, I think you have to take Yukari for that boss fight anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I guess maybe try and get, let's see here. Angels, Justice, okay. Takemikazuchi. I guess what I would do, that's not going to work, is it? Maybe Angel? If you could, it'd be nice to have Charmdy on like a persona. I think you should just fuse up Charmdy onto another persona. It would be nice to get it on Take Mikazuchi, but to do that you'd need to be like level 30 or so, but you could do an indirect line. Like you could fuse it up to like Barith or something that's a bit higher level, like in the teens, and then fuse it up to Take Mikazuchi. But yeah. Vivel persona? Sorry, Vivel? Do you mean Oberon? Oberon should be the only other persona that you have access to that nulls electric. There's other ones that resist electric, but yeah. There's not one that, like... Narcissus. What does Narcissus do? He resists electric and he gets... but he's weak to physical. That's not good. Yeah. Narcissus. I don't know. Maybe you could consider him, but I really wouldn't recommend him too much. Maybe for the first phase, but not too much for the second phase. He resists electric, but he gets Charmedy to remove charm. But he's weak to physical, which is always a bad thing, so. But yeah. But I guess both Takumi Kazuchi and Narcissus are part of different fusion skills, so there are that. The links? Oh, they're to the fusion calculator. That's where I'm getting my information from about like levels and stuff. Anyway, sorry. Back to Yakuza. Hopefully that helps. Maybe if you have some more questions, go ahead and check out that fusion calculator or whatever. You can like browse through like demons, figure out like what all the fusions are, and see like what skills are available in the game. Yep. And if you go to the top left, it'll say like you can look at demon lists, or you can like select a game. They've got most of the major games on there. So like if you go and play like Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden or whatever, that's what I've been, for example, using for like P4 Pixie Run, right? Or SMT5 Vengeance, trying to like get builds going. Don't know what I'll read next. I do want to get back to reading Berserk, but deluxe editions are massive. Gotcha. Yeah. I wonder how close I am to 350. I haven't checked on manga, like on how close I am to 350 days worth of reading of manga on my anime list. Anyway, I think that's both the sub stories with Rikia. So let's go and do at least a little bit of story today. We'll go talk to Date and give him the scoop, give him the lowdown, see if we can finish out chapter 6 here. Maybe we'll try and make some more progress on it. On Thursday. Because we don't need to spend too long on 3. The sub stories are fun, but it would be nice to get to 4. It's not like I want to play a ton of the mini games. I should at least try the Cabaret Girl thing, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too much to my taste, to be honest with you. Yeah. I do want to like do a manga recommendation list once I get to 350 days worth of reading. I'll have to go back and probably find some stuff. Put it in the queue of videos. I don't know. I've always got more videos that I would like to make than I seem to spend time actually making. But, you know, spend some time editing today, so keep working on stuff. I was very happy with myself. I got everything done I want to get done today. Hung out with a friend, applied to a job, worked on the video, was on time for stream, got some exercise in, you know. All in all, pretty good day. Alright, Date. The Yu-Gi-Oh manga Spiraling Dark, yes. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh manga is much more teen adult rated. Like, they toned it down for the anime, and the anime still has like people's life on the line, or like people almost cut in half by saws, so you can guess where the manga goes. All right, Rikia. I think I've had enough sightseeing for now. All right, see you, chill. Good luck with P3 Fez. You ready to talk, Kiryu? Let's talk. Great, so tell me what happened with Kanta. Well... Oh, there we go. Hey, chapter 7, the mad dog. All right. I could probably turn this off. To get rid of the Aniki counter for now. Till we're hanging out with Riki again. A homoerotica visit.
たった一人で神田とやり合うとはさすがだな。堂島の竜の名は錆びついてねえようだ。どうやら桐生さんは例の沖縄の一件で 動いてるようだ。あんたがこの計画に
Oh,
乗っ
is
て
it the
るとい
fake
う情報
Kazuma
を
he's
掴
talking
んで
to?
いるかもしれん。そうなら次に桐生が攻め込むのはあんたのところだ。沖縄のリゾート計画、あんたに紹介したのはこの俺だ。リゾート建設に関わる利権、あんたの組に入る金は1000億はくだらない。今俺らの中で6代目を弾いた可能性が高いのは間違いなくあんたなんだぜ。真島の兄さ
Oh,
ん。
Majima. Hmm.
俺はカムロ町をこの手に収めたい。それがどういう意味かわかりますよね。
Oh no, we have to fight Majima. We'd never fight Majima. Majima would never want to fight us.
今桐生さんに暴られたら一番困るのはあんただ。
You think he looks old here? You should see how he looks in the pirate game. Exactly the fucking same, except for he looks higher res. The man never grays hair. Either he's dyeing his hair or he just is immortal, like everybody else in this series. They get to like 40 and then never age a day. I mean, 40 is a pretty good age to stop aging at. You look mature, but like not, but you're not like quite in the prime of your life. But you know, you're mature. You've got your knowledge by that point. Hopefully you've learned quite a bit and know how to do quite a bit. You're competent by that age. No, hold on. He said in his sleep.
桐生、とんでもない情報が入ったぞ。今日の夕刊です。
Yeah, yeah.
うちの政治部のスクープです。ついに防衛大臣のタミヤが民自党と沖縄県議会をまとめたようなんです。
I drink the blood of low-time thugs to keep myself young. Kind of reminds me of how sometimes in anime there's like, you know, that character that stays young forever, but then they're like 13 years old and they're like, oh, I'm never going to be able to grow up and like be taken seriously or like have kids or anything. I'm going to be like 15 or 16 forever.
裏でとんでもねえやつが絡んでるようなんだ。政治部の記者宛てに届いた情報です。
Yeah.
匿名の情報筋からこんな写真が。
I don't know. I don't want to get into the whole LA riots thing, to be honest with you.
どうやら鈴木が仕掛けているリゾート開発、裏で建設の利権を得ようとしていたのが
Majima construction. Not Freerun. Freerun's an elf. I'm thinking of some other stuff, but yeah. Like saving 80,000 coins for my retirement. She becomes immortal, like, without, like, being told. And, like, she only notices that she's not aging after a while. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna forever look like I'm, like, 16, even when I'm, like, 80 years old. And nobody will ever take me seriously. I will never be able to have kids or, like, have a proper family. No, actually, I think she's, like, 20 or something. But she, like, looks like she's 18 by their standards because, you know, Japanese look young. And it's, like, supposed to be in a Western, more Western fantasy setting. And so they all look at her like she's, like, 16 or whatever. And so she's, like, trying... I think the current arc is she's trying to find a husband. But she's, like, so famous she can't go anywhere incognito. I can't remember how that's working out for her. I don't think it's working out too well. More just an excuse, I think, to explore more of the world and stuff. I have to say, never thought Majima would be mixed up in all this, even with his reputation. Yeah. Not sure if he's the one leading the charge, but he's definitely involved. You think maybe he shot Daigo and Kashiwagi? No. There's no chance. Look, Kiryu, I know you two are pals and all, but a Yakuza who's your friend is still a Yakuza. And Majima especially. Let that dog off his leash and who knows what'll happen. You're wrong. Majima-san promised me he'd looked after Daigo. And he's not the promise-breaking type. I trust him. I get how you feel, I really do. But what if you're wrong? What if Majima really is behind all this? If that's the case, then I'll have no choice but to kill him. I don't know. The whole, like, immortality thing, seeing it more and more in media and thinking about it myself, I think not being able to die would be just as scary as having death be inevitable. Because, like, you can never die, no matter how bad things get, or how long you've been around, or how much you wish you could move on. You never can, one way or another. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's weird. Living with the inevitability of death is horrible, but so is living without the inevitability of death. Yikes. Although, you can only really speculate, you know? Can't imagine what I'd do if I was immortal. Like, what if you just stopped aging while the world kept changing around you? I mean, it's a thought that's, like, been explored a lot in media through various, like, games, movies, books. It's definitely something that captures people's imaginations, given how many different interpretations there are and everything. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things that always, like, sounds good. It's like the cat's paw thing, right? Like, careful what you wish for. Am I using the right metaphor there? Cat's paw? What do you think of Beast of Reincarnation, Game Freak's next game? Good for them! I hope they get a chance to make something other than Pokemon. God, please let them make something other than Pokemon. They used to make some horror stuff back in the 3DS era, but nothing sold as good as Pokemon, so they were told to knock it off, which really sucks for them. Because, like, gosh, I can only imagine how many creative people there are just, like, so tired of banging their head against the wall when it comes to Pokemon. Like, time to make a new one! Like, oh my gosh, dude, like, oh my gosh, you have to make one like every year, like any game, like, oh my gosh, like, try doing anything for like 20 years. I'm trying to think what the correct term is. Is it cat's paw? Wish. The term cat's paw, someone who's used by another person to accomplish their goal. This comes from a fable. Oh, monkey paw. That's what I'm thinking of. The monkey paw. Right. Yeah, the monkey paw. And of course, the first thing I get is a result about phasmophobia. But it's apparently from a short horror story, but basically means, like, be careful what you wish for, or, you know, sometimes when you get what you want, it has unintended side effects. Yeah. A story about how an old fakir has placed a spell on the old monkey paw so that it will grant 3 wishes, but only with hellish consequences as punishment for tampering with fate. Moore is having a horrible experience with the paw, throws in the fire, but the skeptical Mr. White retrieves it before leaving. Morris warns Mr. White of what might happen if he uses the paw. Mr. White flippantly wishes for £20 or to £100, which will enable him to make the final mortgage payment for his house. He then drops the paw, saying it moved and twisted like a snake. The following day, Herbert leaves for work. That night, a representative of Herbert's employer arrives at White's home, telling him that Herbert has been killed in a terrible accident that mutilated his body. The company denies any responsibility, but tenders a bereavement payment to the family of £200. A week after the funeral, Mrs. White, mad with grief, insists her husband use the paw to wish Herbert back to life. Reluctantly, he does so, despite much unease at the thought of summoning his son's mutilated and decomposing body. Later that night, there's a knock at the door. Mrs. White fumbles at the locks in a desperate attempt to open the door. Mr. White becomes terrified and fears the thing outside is not the son he loved. He makes his third and final wish. The knocking stops, and Mrs. White opens the door to find no one is there. But yeah. That's what I was thinking of. The monkey's paw. Be careful what you wish for kind of thing. Does that mean Game Freak is not working on Gen 10? I don't know. I hope they're getting at least a break, you know? I hope they're at least getting a break. I think, yeah. I honestly think that if they want to keep doing as frequent of Pokemon games, they should like set up like 2 different studios, like an A team and a B team, and just kind of have them like develop things like on and off, like on a schedule, or maybe like have one develop main games, one develop side games, and then like give more time to both studios. Kind of like Call of Duty did it, or I don't know if they still do it that way or not, but I think that would probably be for the best. I think trying to, even if like they're still working on like mainline games, having the studio like have more time, I think would be for the best. I think that the leap from 2D to 3D was not, they did not scale up the company properly to make the leap from 2D to 3D a frequent thing, like for 3D games, because 2D development is still development and it still takes a lot of time, but they were practiced at it. They knew what they were doing. They had a legacy. They were constantly iterating and improving. Whereas the jump to 3D is like, you have to, now all these designs that were originally 2D have to be rendered in 3D. You have to get good at making 3D models. You have to learn about shading. You have to do 3D environments. You have to try and make the 3D games look somewhat like the old 2D games, but you know, like developing in 2D and 3D are very different. So I think overall I have been very unhappy and dissatisfied with Pokemon's quality of games ever since the jump from 2D to 3D. I think there's been some that are better than others in 3D, but on the whole, I think that the 2D lineup was a much more solid time. I'm sure that's more down to multiple reasons. Back with when they were developing 2D games, they never thought that they had to compete with mobile games, which apparently is something that was a thought in the studio at the time of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, according to the devs, like lead devs who made that. They were like, yeah, we have to compete with like mobile games. I don't know who told them that. I don't know what idiot in their marketing department thought, yeah, we have to compete with mobile games. But yeah, they thought that that was a thing. So, I mean, technically they do, but like, yeah. Oh, right. Sorry. Majima. Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thanks for cutting me off. I could go on that Pokemon rant for the next 10 minutes. Then I'll have no choice but to kill him. Kiryu. I'm gonna go talk to him. Hold on, Kiryu. We don't know whose side he's on. That's exactly why I need to go. I have a lot of questions, and Majima-san's going to answer them. Kiryu. Is he still over in Purgatory? Yep, family headquarters hasn't moved an inch. Still looks like nothing more than an empty lot, though. No, and the day is in the same too. Through the bathroom in the park, just like always. Got it. In Kiryu? Promise me you won't let your guard down? I promise. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could say a lot of things. I guess if I really want to keep playing 2D Pokemon games, there's a plethora of fan games. Not that Nintendo is exactly encouraging that. Oh my gosh, we talked to Dante so long, it's daytime. But you know. Alright, let's go see Majima, and then we'll probably wrap it up for today. Mac in motion. Kiryu-san! There's this whiny little kid always begging his poor papa to buy him a toy over on Park Boulevard, but his dad always shuts him down. Thought they were tight on funds, so I nearly offered to buy something for the little tyke, but his dad blew a gasket. Nearly punched my lights out. I guess people don't like getting told how to parent. Anyway, kids in Kamurocho are like oil and water. It's a perfect contradiction that might just lead to a perfect shot. Peace. Alright, let's go see the revelation, and then we'll head over to see Majima. Park Boulevard. Okay. Tenkaichi. Park Boulevard? Park Boulevard. Huh? Park Alley, Park Boulevard. It's all the way up there anyway, so. Okay. So weird seeing the game of the day now. I don't know, there's definitely games in this Yakuza series that look better in the day and some that look better at night. They really try and emphasize the neon lights at night, obviously. Gosh, I always forget to look up and like see how tall the buildings are. It's kind of cool being able to like look up and see like how tall they are, because like sometimes you don't like think to look up and it's just like you see what you see, but then like there's like these full 3D model buildings, you know, that somebody took a lot of time to make. Especially with this game, right? Because this is the first PS3 one, so they had to like remake all the Kamurocho for the first time, and try and be as accurate as possible. And this is probably a map that'll get reused and tweaked and everything for like the next several games. Probably until they moved over to the new engine or like new hardware. They were still using the like elements of this map for like the next few games, so. You know, they had to make it a good one. Oh my gosh, let me just grab you. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts about the Pokemon games these days? I've been playing around with some like fan games just for like 10, 15, 20 minutes at a time. Just, you know, kind of working my way through, trying to see what they're all about. Might be fun to play some of them on stream at some point, but not really seriously sitting down, just like when I have like 10, 15 minutes or whatever. Since, you know, GBA ROM hacks are pretty easy to run on a phone or anything. Yeah. I was looking into them fairly recently to put them on, you know, to have them available. And yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. It's really come a long way since the early days. I remember playing some like not so great ROM hacks, but you know, fun ROM hacks back in the day. I thought they were fun, you know, as a teenager. Looking back on them, they're probably pretty rough around the edges if I went back and played them, but yeah. I don't know. I also don't know, like, I just don't care about like a lot of the newer Pokemon. I don't know. I do want to play some of the newer Pokemon games. I own some of them on Switch, right? I think I own Violet and Arceus. I know I own Arceus. I just don't know if it's Violet or Scarlet I own. I think it's Violet though. So, but yeah. Oh, here it is. Found the revelation. All right, time to see if we can figure out what the correct response is. Oh, that kind of toy. I missed the picture. I'm gonna have to try again. Sorry, I saw X and I thought Xbox controls for some reason. Ooh. What the heck, this kid? Alright, where can we... Oh, gosh, dang it. I'll just have to go into a building and come back out and try again. Ah. Man, that's an early 2000s sweatshirt right there. The skull and, like, wing design kind of looks. Potted plant! I choose you! Guess we'll just go in here and come back out real quick. Actually, how am I doing on health? We could eat something. Yeah, let's eat something while we're here. keep working through the menu. Salted tongue. Would you try like cow tongue or something? I think I'd try it. I don't know. I feel like it would just be like very chewy and salty. I feel like the consistency wouldn't taste very good, but I'm not sure on that. I mean, I'd try it. I'm down to try most things. All right. Attempt 2, electric boogaloo. Oh, he's wearing a dragon shirt, or like a dragon jacket. Yeah, somehow. Right, the shin, man. That's gotta hurt. Kids are unpredictable when they lose their temper. He should have explained it was an adults only store. He underestimated his son because he was laying down. Ooh, I see. So it's probably heat action that you can do when you're down on the ground. Yabate. Another revelation. I never had anyone to demand presents from when I was young, so seeing kids innocently ask for things honestly makes me a bit jealous. But these toys are definitely not the kind for a child. This revelation didn't come from the dad, but from the raging kid. My condolences to the father. The essence of reversal. Oh, there he is. He's still down on the ground. I want a toy. No. This poor dude. All right. What? Did that guy just say he was gonna rob a place? Okay, whatever. I'm not dealing with it right now. Sorry, side story. I will have to save the convenience store from getting robbed some other time. Can't say for sure if Majima's my friend or foe. I need to be ready. Okay, we have to fight a bunch of dudes. All right. I think I'm fine. Kiryu's a blogger now? Yeah. There's a system where you can get new heat actions by taking pictures of random things around town. Usually the little interactions are pretty fun. And then like you can also see Kiryu write a little like blog post about it. So far I like the revelation system. The like little gags that they've animated are pretty fun. And it's a fun way to get heat actions. Majima, what did you do with Kamurocho Hills? .007. Dial 007 for assistance. Good thing Kiryu's old, so he knows how the rotary phone works. Majima. Majima. There's a new 007 game coming out. Cool.
Majima no Nisa.
すまんのキリュウちゃん。驚かせてしもうて。
これは
ま、俺なりの防御策や。最近は危のうて堂々と事務所構えることもできへんからな。
Yeah, it looks fine in this light.
ようこそ真島組へ。ま、地下でゆっくり話でもしようや。
Majima has his own family now. Kiryu's default walk. Still here. Got just a place in mind. Don't go falling behind, Kiryu-chan. Can I talk to you? Hello? What's that like smile on your face? Your toothy grin is a little unnerving on this model. Not gonna lie, Majima. By the way, I saw that there are mods to play as Majima in this game. I wonder how many games that you can play as Majima in at this point. With mods and everything. Probably most of them, actually. Most of the mainline ones, at least. Oh, hold on, Majima. I see a key I want to grab real quick. I get most for. Well, with mods, probably all of them, yeah. Last stop, Kiryu-chan. The Coliseum. Only things fighting in there now are the dust bunnies. Nice and quiet. You got my word. Shall we? Okay.
Natsukashi no. 2年前まではここで俺も戦っとった。
Got fond memories of trading blows with you here, Kiryu-chan. Too bad it's a damn ghost town now. The Coliseum's closed. Been so for about a year now. Something else came up, pulled my attention away. What is that grin he's got plastered on his face? It's a little unnerving. Something like the Okinawa resort deal. Guess the Viper's out of the bag, huh? Majima-san, why did you do it? Why get involved? I was keeping an eye out for Daigo, just like we promised. What do you mean? I was just trying to make shit easier for him. You know how intense all that politics bull can get. But Daigo didn't want any part of the resort deal. That's what got him shot, right? Been wondering about that myself. Majima-san. Kiryu-chan. I don't think you've come up with this whole resort scheme on your own. You have to be working with someone. The question is, who is it? Why aren't you saying anything? Majima-san, tell me the truth. Now.
Kiryu-chan yo.
Not sure, Corgi.
こんな俺にも
I guess we'll
な
find out at some point.
極道としての筋っちゅうもんがあるんや。たとえ俺がそいつにはめられたとしても、ただで口割るようなことはできへん。
That was quick. Majima. The tie.
Ladies and gentlemen, ついにあの伝説の男たちが
Oh, that's funny. The first sentence there was in English. Are they supposed to be mirroring each other's outfits? Considering he's got the red shirt underneath now? With like the black suit? Like, is it supposed to mirror Kiryu's normal outfit of a white suit with a red undershirt?
そうだったな。俺らはいつも
Aw, they're wearing couples outfits. They're matching. Haven't seen the tattoo in a minute. Yeah, true. Yeah, the first suit he wears in Zero is way more white, and then he wears a gray shirt because it shows that he's become more gray. He's become more mature, and things aren't black and white anymore. Symbolism. Also because we put him in a gray shirt in the first game. PS3 nipples. Sorry, I'm just looking at their PS3 nipples. All right. Oh, hello. That's cool. Oh, look at that. That's a cool effect. I like that a lot. It'd be cool if Majima got his own theme and as like for his like once a game boss fight, if he got his own like theme that got iterated upon in like future games, like got his own like main theme. True. Ah, shoot, messed up. Ah, there's that old Majima laugh. Ah. Oh, nice try, buddy. Gotcha. I can use my weapons too. Oh, QTE time. That's a pretty cool animation. Cool string of attacks there from Majima. Gotcha. Woo! Look at him go! Holy cow! Oh, dodge step, dodge step, dodge step. Holy cow, he is wilding out. I wonder if the 60 FPS thing is also... Oh shoot, I messed up. Ah, shoot. I wonder if the 60 FPS thing is making him dodge more often than usual. Like maybe the like cooldown timer on him dodging is like twice as like or half as fast or whatever. Okay. I wish I had more combos as Kiryu. I'm starting to feel like the lack of like interesting combo decisions. Having only like a few combos is kind of annoying. Like I just keep doing the like fist one or the kick one. I don't know, maybe I could try like some other ones, but it's just hard to like find too much variety in the combat with this game. Maybe that's why I want to mix in some more weapons. Pretty good yearning, man. Hey, look who we're fighting, by the way. Yeah, true. It is kind of cool to see him like, yeah. I think he's only supposed to dodge like half that amount in the base game, but 60 FPS makes him want to do it way more often. So sometimes he'll just like become a ninja master for like a little bit there. Nice. I feel like I can hear some of his vocals like mixed into the music as well on this one, but it's in Japanese, so it's a little hard to tell. But it kind of sounds like him. I don't think I have any other weapons. I think my stun baton broke, and the only other one I have is the electrified mail order katana. Oh. Feel the heat time. Gotcha. Oh, incoming. Ooh, ouch. Right in the shoulder. I can't actually do a drop kick, but it's hard to do in like this Coliseum. Ah. One sec. A little busy right now. There we go. Just like old times. Defeat Majima again in Chapter 7. I can talk about the Switch 2 in a minute, once we get through this cutscene and stuff. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Too bad. I think that Mad Dog and Zero is kind of eh.
ほな、約束や。ゆっくり奥で話でもしようか。ああ。
Kuze was a lot less fun. Just gonna say that. Kuze was a lot less fun to fight. Oh, Chapter 8 already? Dang. Okay. I guess we could move through this whole game if we really wanted to, but... Alright. We'll get to a point where we can save and we'll wrap it up for today, probably, though. So, you want to know who gave me the hookup with that guy Suzuki, huh? He's some kind of minister or some shit, right? Well... It was Hamazaki. What? Yep. He's been trying to poke his grubby little fingers into that Okinawa deal ever since he learned the Tojo, helping scrounge up the land for it. But Daigo walked, right? What was poor old Hamazaki gonna do? Take matter into his own hands, that's what. Pick up where Daigo left off. Snatch up rights to the resort. So he phoned up Suzuki, boasted about having bigger balls than the Tojo, and how's that? Game, set, Hamazaki. That's when he offered you the construction contract. Yep. Didn't make sense why he'd come to me with such a juicy offer. But it's all crystal fucking clear now. Okay, sure. What do you mean? Kiryu-chan, you saw that photo of mine and Suzuki chumming around, right? I got a damn good idea of who let it slip. Hamazaki. But why? It proves someone was dealing with Suzuki on behalf of the Tojo. And that this someone was me. That kind of shit hits the news, me and Suzuki would be in the slammer quicker than you can say false imprisonment. All Hamazaki have to do then is swoop in and clean up the scraps. He'd make a damn killing. Enough to stop him blowing up any more Chinese joints, that's for sure. Sounds like he's more vulture than man. Yep, that's the resort shit. That resort shit's not the only thing he's gunning for either. There's more? Oh, yes. Last time I was with him, he looked me square in the eye, said he wanted Kamurocho all to himself. Only one way to interpret that. Which is what? Think about it, Kiryu-chan. Daigo and Kashiwagi get filled with lead. You beat the snot out of Kanda. Whole city's fair game and Hamazaki's ready to pounce. But how could he have known all that would happen? You ask me, he planned it from the start. Everything's fallen into place so perfectly, it's just a teensy bit too convenient. Don't you think? I guess. And his ultimate goal is taking over Kamurocho? Not just that. There's one more head in his crosshairs. The Tojo clan.
それだけじゃねえようだぜ。
Ah, florist time.
久しぶりじゃねえか、桐生。
It's a 5 FPS camera behind him. I haven't seen you in what, 2 years? Somewhere around that, yeah. I didn't think I'd find you down here again. Pretty steep fall from that loft up in the Millennium Tower. Heh, you're telling me. Anyway, Majima-san here's letting me borrow the place. Lost the rights to my prior place after all that stuff went down 2 years ago. Guess that makes sense. Now, about Hamazaki. Right. You said there's more to it? You bet there is. Seems he's fixing to pawn off the whole resort to the Chinese once it's built. What? Take a gander at this. Don't I know that guy on the left from somewhere? I feel like I fought him at some point, like he was a boss fight. Maybe it's just I'm thinking of another Chinese mafia dude I fought in another game. I think Zero? Zero or One? No. La Ka Long? Yeah, something like that. He used a spear. He was kind of an annoying fight. Kiwami 1. Oh, okay. That's where he's from. That's... Yep. La Ka Long, leader of the Snake Flower Triad, the Chinese syndicate you brought crashing down 4 years ago. I remember faces, not names. What does he have to do with all this? Well, after he survived his first run-in with you, he skulked back to China, waiting for an opportunity to straight back. That's when he found Hamazaki family, a far distant branch of the Tojo that so far hasn't done much more than ruffle a few feathers in a Yokohama suburb. With the Snake Flower Triad's backing, Hamazaki claimed every last speck of the city, a feat that saw him shoot up straight through the Tojo clan's ranks. Next is this. What am I looking at? The key here is the jumble of papers on the table. I cannot read that. This is more than any old pile of scrap, though. It's a contract between Hamazaki and Lao Ka Long, tying the Snake Flower Triad into the resort deal. Good question. I don't know. A contract? For what exactly? From what I can tell, Hamazaki's planning to build some top-secret mega casino under the resort. Like... Paradise 2 or something, I don't know. We can call it Heaven, I guess. Or, sorry, Purgatory 2. We'll call it Heaven. A little bit, it does. Yeah, sounds like a lyric to, like, some country song or something. The horse with no name, but it's the faces with no name. That contract makes it to the Snake Flower Triad, are the ones running it. Probably to pay them back for helping conquering Yokohama. Hamazaki must be working pretty closely with Suzuki if he's serious about pulling this off. Agreed. Gotta say, small-time Yakuza operation making a meteoric rise like that's pretty damn unheard of. Didn't realize Hamazaki was balls deep in this shit. What? I like how this is news to Majima too, even though he literally, like, has his desk above the florist. One question, Florist. Why do you know all this? Astute observation. The truth of it is, I was hired to dig up dirt on Hamazaki about 6 months ago. Hired? By who? Daigo Dojima. What? You didn't tell me Daigo was lying in your pockets. Explain yourself, Florist. Alright. Normally, I'm not too keen on divulging my clients' identities. I think Daigo would forgive me given the circumstances. Gotcha. I think I remember that, yeah. Where it, like, literally held up a dude by, like, his skull or something and, like, had him take, like, a bunch of bullets, right? Or might be thinking of something else, but I think that's what happened. When he first approached you. A year or so back. Said he was hot on the heels of a traitor in the Tojo clan. Hamazaki, huh? I'm getting there. Anyway, Daigo came to me worried that someone was conspiring to commandeer the resort deal behind his back. Someone in the Tojo clan. So I worked with Daigo, sent some of my boys in the family offices, and pinched as much info as I could. Which is how you got your hands on that photo. There's your answer to the question how he got a camera in there. Because he just did. They worked with the boys. Yep. And what you found out was Hamazaki's scheming to shoot Daigo and Kashiwagi, right? Probably. What do you mean, probably? If I wanted ambiguous bullshit, I would have gone to a fortune teller. Listen, I only started looking at all this again after Daigo got shot. But that's when a new actor showed up on the stage. Okay. Japanese keyboard.
これを驚いたか。まあお前にとっちゃ一番ゆかりのある人間に売り二つだからな。
Oh, the fake Kazuma. We need to come up with an acronym for fake Kazuma. Like fake Aza? Fake Aza? Maza fake? Fake Uza? Fake Uza. I like Fake Uza. And why does it have blood all over it? Nope. Hey, look who's back! Oh, goodness.
Love Caro.
Fuma, that would be a good one too, yeah. Right, because they didn't want to confuse people with Kazuma and Kazuma and Kazuma. Why are they looking for Rikia?
把这个男的给我找出来。
是。
I like how they just walk into town with like a bunch of weapons.
こいつは
リキア。
どうやらラウはジャカの連中を使ってお前の相方を探し回っているらしいな。
Ooh, well, we'll have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh, are we gonna? Okay, never mind. Hey, Rikia, don't freak out.
俺だ、桐生だ。
ああ、兄貴。どうしたんですか?
Oh, hold on. Nice.
お前、今どこにいる？
え？いや、起きたら兄貴がいなかったんで、一人で街をぶらついてるんですけど。
Nothing, just an invasion by the Chinese mob. And also some lore dump on who's behind the whole scheme. And how the Chinese mob is connected to all this.
リキア、何があったのか？おい。
誰だ、お前ら。
Well.
リキア。おい。リキア。
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this time it's not his fault because it literally is like the entire Chinese mob versus Date, right? So gotta help him. Oh, hold on. Can I say Can I talk to Majima first? That guy a pal of yours, Kiryu-chan? More like a brother. I haven't known him for long, but he's a good guy. Yeah, I could get my boys out searching for him if you want. They got peepers like hawks. If it wouldn't be too much trouble. Let me know if anything comes up. You know me, Kiryu-chan. I'll ring you up even if it doesn't. I mean, maybe if you had his, like, magic revolver or something. Save Rikia. As we waddle our way down, moving at, like, 2 miles an hour. Wake up, Kiryu-san. Oh, wait up, Kiryu-san. My bad. I saw you flinging those fists of yours at the boss. Pretty dang impressive, I gotta say. Sorry, Nishia. I'm kind of in a hurry here. Oh, right. Guess I'll let you go on then. Hey, but before you do, we're dusting off the old Coliseum and opening it back up for full-time business. I've seen the boss this pump since that time he gave me acupuncture. Anyway, we've got a lot of beefy fighters lined up, so drop by and take a few swings when you get the chance. Thanks, Nishia. I will. All right, Nishia, come on. I gotta go. I gotta save Rikia. I gotta go save the boy. As for the Switch 2 thing, I think it's, I don't know, it's the Switch 2. I think the, hi. What would I want? Well, whatever. You like that black umbrella? You could probably use it for a weapon. Heal my pops with a beast with one. Gosh, that's, oof, that's dark. Oh, good point, yeah. We should probably... No, we'll go save Rikia, it's fine. I guess you're right. It has been 3 hours, okay. Fine. Fine. Rikia will live for another day or two. At least something to look forward to, I guess, next time. On Dragon Ball Z Kai. Alright. But yeah, with the Switch 2 thing. So, I'm not going to buy Switch 2 anytime soon. There are some games on there that I would like to play at some point. But I cannot swing $450 for that right now. At some point, I'll probably buy one and like replay some stuff or play some of the new stuff. But I've got so many Nintendo Switch 1 games to play still that I just can't justify buying that right now. The welcome tour thing is stupid for costing $10. I watched RT Games play it today. Yeah, it's dumb. As a pack-in title, it would be kind of cool, but as a $10 game, you can buy Hollow Knight for about that much when it goes on sale. There's like a lot of better stuff to buy for $10 that are actual games. That welcome tour thing is sure stupid. All right, see you, Nash. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it's got a bigger screen. It runs better. It'll be cool to play Breath of the Wild at 60 frames per second when I get the chance, but yeah. But I'm not gonna buy it for like the next few years. Probably. Maybe the next few years or something. I don't know. We'll see how life goes. I got plenty of Switch 1 games to play, so I do always like to play games, the best version of a game if I can. I always try and make sure I do some research on like the best way to play a game at the time. So a lot of games probably now on Switch 1 or the best way to play them is going to be probably on the Switch 2. Even if like the frame rate isn't increased, you know, it'll be like more consistent, or there might be patches that like give them more content or updated visuals or something. So there's probably going to be some of that stuff, but yeah. But for the most part, I don't know. I think you don't need listen, you don't need a Switch 2. If you're perfectly happy with what you have, don't feel like you have to go out and buy one, I would say. And I certainly don't feel like I have to go out and buy one. Honestly, if you really want to, you could wait a couple of years and they'll probably release a Switch 2 OLED or whatever. Or like a refresh of it or whatever. Alright, see you, Arav. Thanks for hanging out and everything. Appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much to say, really. I think the Switch 2 is a good upgrade to the original Switch. Some of the pricing decisions around Mario Kart and everything were kind of dumb. And like the welcome tour is kind of dumb, but overall it's a product. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you can't feel like you can afford it, don't buy it. I'm not planning on buying one anytime soon. So all right, I will see you guys tomorrow in like 14 hours or so for SMT5. Otherwise, maybe I'll see you tomorrow for Persona 4 anime in the afternoon tomorrow. Otherwise, maybe I'll see you on Thursday for more Yakuza 3. Either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Nash, Christian, Corgi, Ariv, Chill Guy, anybody, Will, Walter, Jeppo, yep, Yearning Man. I hope you guys are all having a good week and everything. Hope your Monday went okay. I will see you guys later. But in case I don't see ya, hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys.